Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to the Thai Expat Daily Show. I'm your host, Kieran Mack, as always, and delighted you've been able to tune in with us yet again for another show. Now, before we do get started, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell so that YouTube will let you know when the next podcast is uploaded onto the platform. Now, if you want to support the show, there's a couple of ways you can do so. First, simply become a channel member. Details down below in the description, and simply it's as easy as hitting that join button. Or you can also buy me a coffee. I love cappuccinos. Details down below in the description as well. So now that's all done and dusted. Let's jump into those trending stories here in Thailand today. A Chinese man wanted for the murder of TikTok influencer Yan Rumin has been arrested in Hong Kong, according to Thai police on Thursday. Yan's body was found discarded in Chachong Sao in Thailand on Saturday. Hong Kong police apprehended Ma Quin Yan after Thai authorities requested Interpol's assistant, stated Police Major General Napasil. Ma was subsequently transferred to mainland China, where authorities have started coordinating with Thai police under the extradition treaty between the two nations. A DNA test on Wednesday confirmed that the body discovered on July 13th was Yan's. The Institute of Forensic Medicine matched the DNA sample with one provided by Yan's father. Now, Thai police obtained a warrant from the Bangkok South Criminal Court for Ma's arrest on charges of murder and concealment of a body. An international arrest warrant was also issued. Ma was last seen with Yan, 38, in CCTV footage in Bangkok on July 1st. He was later spotted in a deserted area of Tambon Bang Pra in Wan district of Chachong Sao on July 3rd, where Yan's body was found 11 days later. Now, the search for Yan began after Chinese national Kai Bok-sin reported her missing on July 12th. Yan, with about 11,000 followers on TikTok, and Zhao Zhongshu, was last heard from on June 30th when she mentioned plans to travel to Phuket on July 2nd. Ma rented a car in Bangkok on June 30th. Yan was also seen entering the vehicle at Times Square near Sukhumvit Soi 12 on July 1st. Security footage tracked the car to Sukhumvit Soi 16 and later to Chonburi on July 2nd. On July 3rd, around 2 a.m., the car appeared in Chawchong Sao and Yan's phone signal ceased in a public park. Ma checked out of his Bangkok hotel that day and flew to Hong Kong. Police reviewed footage from cameras along the route to Chawchong Sao, focusing on where the rental car had stopped. GPS data from the car revealed it traveled to a fish farm in Wang district. At one location, authorities found a piece of burned luggage believed to belong to Yan, leading them to where her body parts were discovered. Now, moving along to a story that seems to have rocked Bangkok and has certainly been getting a lot of news coverage both here and internationally. Police suspect a 56-year-old Vietnamese-American woman, Shireen Chong, of poisoning 5 Vietnamese nationals with a lethal mixture of cyanide and tea during a meeting at the Grand Hyatt Erewhon Hotel in Bangkok to resolve a financial dispute. According to hotel staff, Chong was alone in room 502 on the hotel's 5th floor when her alleged victims arrived on Monday. She had previously ordered food and tea from room service but insisted on preparing the tea herself. Security camera footage showed the 5 Vietnamese arriving with their luggage. From 2:17 p.m. on Monday, no one left the room. Their bodies were discovered by a maid on Tuesday evening, with Chong among them. The police revealed that Chong had invited the 5 individuals to invest in construction projects, including a couple who invested the equivalent of 10 million baht in a hospital project in Japan. Now, due to a lack of progress, legal action had been initiated and the group was scheduled to meet in court in 2 weeks. Chong had arranged the hotel meeting in an attempt to negotiate a settlement. Now, the 5 victims arrived in Bangkok at different times and stayed in separate rooms at the hotel. They had checked out at noon on Monday, but were invited back to room 502 by Chong for further talks, where she had ordered food and tea for everyone. Police found cyanide residue in the 6 used teacups in the hotel room and are investigating the source of the poison. So this is quite the story, and it's been doing the rounds all around the world. Now, I believe the FBI from America are actually on their way over to Bangkok now to look into this as well. To me, it sounds just a little bit too easy. I mean, pretty much the police had this solved in less than 24 hours here in Thailand, and it was put down to having death So she decided to kill everyone. It just doesn't make sense. And to me, something is still a little bit wrong. The Thai government were out in force to try and assure every tourist that Thailand is safe, because the only thing they seemed to care about during this was tourism, because that's all they spoke about. Not about the people who died, passed away, what could or may not have happened, but tourism, because that was their only concern. And I find that a little bit worrying as well. But nevertheless, to me, this story just doesn't seem right. Something seems amiss. But I would love to know what you think about this down below in the comment section. Do you think, the whole cyanide and the story the police are giving is true, or do you think there's more to this? As always, comments down below. Now, a robbery at a Chinese man's house in Chonburi sparked controversy after it was revealed that the alleged kidnapped cousin had flown back to China. On July 18th, Nong Pru police station in Chonburi reported a robbery at a luxury home in Nong Pru. The investigation involved the tourist police and immigration police. The crime scene was a 2-story detached house in a high-end estate. The homeowner, 34-year-old Chinese national Peng Yi, was found in distress with marks on his wrist and ankles indicating he had been bound with cable ties. The house showed signs of a thorough search, with cable ties scattered on the kitchen floor, collected as evidence by the police. Mr. Peng, who had been living in Thailand for about a year, explained that around 9 p.m. on July 17th, 2 to 3 Chinese men broke into his house while he was on the mezzanine floor. One intruder pointed a gun at him, forced him into a bedroom, tied him up with cable ties, and gagged him with duct tape. They threatened to kill his cousin, 33-year-old Miss Tu, who was upstairs, if he didn't transfer 10 million baht to her account. The intruders then searched the house for valuables. After an hour, the intruders demanded an initial transfer of 3 million baht. Mr. Peng Yi refused and managed to free himself. When the intruders were distracted, he fled the house, leaving Miss Tu behind. While hiding, Mr. Peng Yi saw the intruders leave with Miss Tu and drive away. He contacted a trusted person who helped report the incident around midnight. Concerned for Miss Tu, he asked the police to find her. Initially, a laptop, cell phone and iPad were reported missing. Now, police investigated the scene, collected evidence and reviewed video footage. Although the incident seemed genuine, suspicious details emerged. It was discovered that Miss Tu had left Thailand around 1 a.m. on July 18th, prompting further investigation. Now, another incident involving a tourist in Phuket. Karan police are on the hunt for a man who mugged a tourist on the road to Big Buddha Viewpoint. The incident occurred near the Nakerd Sea View Cafe around 6:22 p.m. on July 16th, according to the report from Karan police. A Thai man identified as Mr. Wirat witnessed the attack and reported it via the 191 hotline. He was driving towards Shillong when he saw a tourist being mugged by a man in a red shirt. The getaway vehicle, make and model remain unknown. Stolen items include a wallet with an unknown amount of money, a yellow shoulder bag, a power bank and the tourist's hotel room key in Karan. Photos presented to local media showed a phone with the name of a Russian woman whose involvement in the incident is yet to be confirmed. Karan police are continuing their investigations. And finally, Thai Airways International has been named one of the top 10 best international airlines in a survey by Travel Plus Leisure, ranking 8 in the category. The survey, conducted by the US-based travel magazine, assessed airlines based on cabin comfort, in-flight services and customer service. Travel Plus Leisure's 2024 survey received responses from over 186,000 readers. Singapore Airlines topped the list, followed by Emirates, Al Nippon Airways, Qatar Airways, Korean, Japan Airlines, Thai, Etihad and Ava Air. Additionally, a Skytrax survey last month revealed that Bangkok Airways climbed 2 spots to become the 27th best airline in the world, while Thai ranking improved by 8 places, securing the 33rd position.